are all such troopers for sure, to be able to come back on again as as we tried this again. But what has to happen is a lot of Wi-Fi has to cooperate on this. So so as we do this, we will look at people coming on, back on, and I will go right to the day 12 as we welcome Kristen on. Now Kristen's going to pop on through the thread, and I think that that's actually going to be the best. And thank you everybody who for popped on just a few minutes ago. We did some neck stretches, we did some wows with Dr. Dia Vickery. So hoping as everybody comes on, and Kristen's popped back on as well. Fantastic. So right as we go into day 12, everybody, we are looking at, from Kristen's presentation, we are looking at nutrition again and minerals and aging with vitality. With Kelly's, we are looking at essential oils. And the beauty again of having Kristen here, now Kelly's going to join in a little bit later, is that both Kelly and Kristen know a lot about essential oils. So, and that has gone across. Yay, Dia's back as well. Sandra's back. Kristen is on. So the beautiful thing again with a lot of the speakers is that they've been able to integrate the essential oils into all aspects, whether we're talking affirmations and gratitude and meditation, combining with, I would say could combine with almost all of the habits that we have discussed throughout this summit. But as we move into to this live, having Kristen available right on the right in the thread. If you have any questions as we're chatting, and I'm going to ask Kristen some questions as well that she's going to respond to as we get going. Feel free to put them in now or put them in after as well, because we'll keep monitoring this thread as we move through. So what again I have loved about Kristen's about her presentation and about her Facebook page, and actually Kristen, on that note, can you put the link to your Facebook page? Because it is such a beautiful combination of information, resources. It has again practical tips, and what is again fantastic when you connect through to Kristen is that she does a lot of challenges, and I love challenges because again what it does is it takes all of that information that's out there. And I just talked about that when we came off that last live. All of that information that's out there and puts it into a challenge that we can have these small wins with. And I think that that's so important. So if we can have these little wins as we move along in terms of our habits and routines and feel the immediate response of something that we do nutritionally from an exercise standpoint, etc., that motivates us to keep moving forward. And that's a big part of, as I talk about caring for our habits. So here, as Kristen is sharing her Facebook page below, fantastic. So you can connect there as well. And for me, it little tidbits, little gems, I call them, as we move through, keeps me connected and keeps me motivated. I also love, as we talked about, there was just so much information. And here's the cool thing, everybody. Again, because you have that 70, I keep saying 48 hours. It's a 72-hour replay period that you have. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to go back. You can go through, again, I know from Kristen's perspective, it's a note-taken one. So it's not one that I'm folding laundry. It's not, and again, that, and I'm going to say now, I talked about that in terms of podcasts. There is, I would say, all of the speakers as we went through, it is an opportunity to listen intently and to re-listen, absolutely, and often to take notes. So This is what I did with Kristen's for sure. So as you go through, you're going to have these little tidbits, these little gems. And one of the ones that I really, well, I love her free resource. So yeah, I know, right, Kristen? Yes, note taking again from our brain perspective. It's a whole other way to imprint and help us to remember. So it is extremely important. The only thing is you have to remember where you put the notes. So I have come to, now here's another habit and routine perspective, everybody, is that I have, when I see my special, let's say little notepads at like at a dollar store or somewhere that it just catches, the colors catch my eye, the saying on the front catches my eye, is that I get a whole stack of them. And then I have them for, like I have my Summit notebook. I might have my nutrition notebook. So it ends up being, and I keep them out. So they are kind of, you know, they are with my recipe books, or they are handy so they don't get tucked away. So that is, again, another way to remember. Yeah, so you have a health book where, yeah, so where all notes stay. Exactly. I love that. For sure, because now you have to make a bigger, sometimes you're going to have a bigger notebook, but absolutely, they all stay in one place, because the thing with habits and routines right now, as well as we have so many options, right? We have our phone, we have Google Drive, we have notebooks, we have like apps on our phone, like our iPads, all of this. And part of deciding, now this came from Kate's presentation actually as well, when she talked about, you know, kind of decluttering and clearing your schedule, is having a system in place that you have for taking notes from summits, from you're watching the news and something comes up, you just pull this out. So if it's on your phone, it's on your phone. If it's in a notebook, it's in a notebook, but it's in one place. I know, right, Dia? You could do just an entire presentation and workshop on how we manage this information right now. And so that is actually, so just note to self, right? Because I'll be doing a wrap up little resource for you at the end of the summit, and that will be part of it. So as we come back again to Kristen's, I love the fact that we are focusing on food as medicine. Again, we're focusing on food as a way to, even when we're looking at cleansing, and we were looking at sometimes the word detox is there. You have different kind of wording around when we're just kind of cleansing the body and getting it ready. And I love it from a seasonal perspective. I do some type of cleanse every season. And I remember years ago when I had one of my friends who's a holistic nutritionist, who Kristen might know as well, Michelle Weir, she said to me, don't get overwhelmed. If you just want to just start cleansing, lemon and water. And Kristen, would you agree with that as well? If we just kind of said, all right, if we're gonna, just go start somewhere, and the lemon and water is a cleanse to just start with in terms of our digestion. But if you want more details and more information, I love the idea that it is a 4-day cleanse, that it is food-based, and that you can again have this feeling, this container of having a beginning and an end. Yeah, perfect. So exactly what you speak about in your program. The apple cider vinegar, again, an easy go-to. And I believe we were talking about this just in terms of, whether it's lemon or apple cider vinegar, everybody is different. You just try a little bit. How do you feel? Is there a difference? What is the motivation for why you're adding this habit and routine, whether it's food-based or exercise-based or even meditation-based, right? What is the result that you're looking for? We don't do habits just to do habits. We are looking for a way that they enrich our lives and that they move us forward, keep us healthy. And so sometimes we just get doing a habit, and sometimes I say, why am I still doing this? and it was actually a reason that no longer existed. So I don't know if any of you have ever come into that before. That you're just doing something and doing it and doing it, and then you realize, I don't need to be doing this anymore because the actual reason I started to do this no longer exists. So that's the importance of reassessing at every season as well. So just as Dia says, so you know what, you play with different vinegars as well. You try different things. Trust your body. So if your body says, no, this is not working, I don't like this, that's the thing with habits and routines. If you resist it for a certain amount of time, like I say, sometimes I say give a good college try, but then there are so many other options across the board with everything that we do. So I love that. Thank you. We spoke about, yes, exactly. So again, everybody have that chance to go through, and these comments are fantastic. The kickoff call last night, we spoke about women who just want to add something new, like more green plants. And so it's just just start with something and start to move forward. The big thing is notice, because when you notice how you feel, that will be your motivation. So Kristen, I'm going to put you on the hot seat a little bit here as well in terms of Kelly, because Kelly isn't here with us in the thread, but she's again spoke very much about about how we integrate, starting very simply and integrating essential oils into our day. She talked about peppermint and lemon and lavender. Start simply. The biggest piece when you listen to Kelly's, and I love this about Kelly, is she said, educate yourself, because essential oils are quite powerful. So whether or not you are walking into a pharmacy or you are with one of the companies that provide essential oils, take advantage of the education and ask, how should I be using this? Are there anything I should be looking for in terms of this essential oil? And then enjoy. Absolutely enjoy in whatever way you like to enjoy your essential oils. And feel free again to post below. Now I'm going to ask, and this is anybody who's actually on this call right now, if we think about going into the fall with an essential oil, do you have a favorite? So I am going to put, oh nice, thank you. Thank you, Dia. Yes, liking the Korean mulberry. So again, sharing, this is all part of this summit. This is all part of the women's wellness community. So sharing as you come on, essential oil for the fall. So if you're not thinking about it right now, but you want to share it a little bit later on, yes. And so some of the immunity boosters going into the fall, huge. Again, beautiful to diffuse. Beautiful aromas, and again, they affect us physically, mentally, emotionally, and it's a real beautiful package. So I'll let Kelly as well, she'll come into the thread. If you have any questions, make sure to ask her. She'll be responding there as well. And again, thank you so much, everybody, for coming back. Thank you, Kristen, for trying. I think it was worth just giving it a try today. And for those of you, again, connect back through to the speakers, to the beautiful free gifts that they're sharing. For tomorrow, it is our last day. I know I'm going to be sad in terms of the last interviews, but again, those replays go on. So we have Chongo, Sherry, Jib joining me. I'm going to be interviewing Sherry, and then Sherry's going to be interviewing me. So it's a really cool way to end. I'm so excited to be able to do that with my dear friend. And so look for that coming up tomorrow. We'll be back on here 10 a.m. live. And again, look for that shout out, everybody, at noon that I give to Laura Cross, who has been the summit engine behind how smoothly this has gone. So it's a huge thank you, Laura. Huge shout out as we move into the replay period, and she's getting that all ready. Okay, well, All right. Excellent. Oh, and thank you, dear, for putting up that as well at the end. Absolutely. Oh, beautiful. And Kristen, thank you for dropping in for sure. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great Friday. And we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bye for now.